There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown! So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Right to the air is Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on. For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing. Love. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Packers, first down.
6, mega.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Red, cycle, red, 38. Red, yellow. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. We'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
To Josh Jacobs.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game, you're playing a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
On the double.
Love wants to shift things around.
Black shot. You, yellow, smash, red, yellow, blue. Ready.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now an audible here into something else. Here's Love. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. That's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. 14.
Commanders 3. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
They go play action. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. You look at this Packers defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Rig! Cougar 96, Dragon 60.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he was looking for the check out bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Okay, break.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
33, yellow. Ready.
Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. downs, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love from the gun. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I do think that sometimes on third and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big game and a conversion on third down. That's a big pickup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers! Luke Musgrave, 44 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Packers 21, Commanders 3. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. To throw is Daniels. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Let's go now. Press all 80.
Here's Daniels. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Top low, 65, go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Daniels pass.
Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Cycle. Set. Cut.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Now he's going to step up and run.
Gardner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
3rd down and 10.
Green jack. Smash. Red. Let's go now. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
8-yard gain.
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Commanders 3. Matt Prater is set.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Around 26-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go. Drop 50.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now Daniels going to keep it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. To the air goes Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Daniels looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Claws red. Ready, ready. 52 book, ready.
Final play of the half, Love. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Striker, 3, red, 38. Hut.
The final shot before break. Love. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready, ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels will drop this one off to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Checks it down, Krosky Merritt. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On first down, it's Krosky Merritt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now Love going to change things up.
Blaster, 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 3rd and 3.
Seal, black. Set, ready. 52 blue. Set, touch.
Working out of the gun. Love. Short throw to Musgrave. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Black, oh, here we go. 50, green jack. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are pouring it on. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Commanders 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive was the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, he was good as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing, Mariota. Setting up the screen, Krosky-Merritt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Ready.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 10 black. Hut.
Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Set.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
2nd and 7.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Washington will line up with a 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go. Cut.
But not that any of the points would be needed with CD. They've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Let's go. Black, 90. Ready.
Now Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
50, green, set.
Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Watch out,
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
White. Hut.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Down.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 8.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Set.
Up the middle, Krosky Merrill. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
4-yard gain.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. 6.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Mariota now. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Give to Krosky Merrill. Down the sideline he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Commanders 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the
The
set.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Johnny Newton on the tackle.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 6.
Blue striker. Ready, hut.
Love from the gun. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Set. 52 blue.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now Mariota. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Run the ball. 10 cycles.
17 yards. And the Commanders first down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins.